sure we could. Lock it, bro, with us one moment, bros. It is. All right, Shalom. With your brothers, Great Millstone, coming another lesson through the Spirit. First and foremost, we give all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace, blessing, salutations to all you brothers who preaching the gospel of truth and in sincerity, always in charity. And as you see, the name of the lesson is called the Modern Day Topheth. So pretty much we're gonna go into what Topheth is, what it means, what's the ancient equivalent of it, pretty much what was taking place during an ancient world and how it relates to today, you know. So can a brother get 2 Chronicles 28? And we'll start at 1.
This is 2 Chronicles chapter 28 and verse 1. It says, Ahaz was 20 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 16 years in Jerusalem, but he did not that which was right in the sight of the Lord Yahweh, like David his father.
He did that which was not right, meaning what? He was doing wickedly. He wasn't doing the things that was pleasing unto Yahweh Basham Yahushai, right? Go ahead.
It says, for he walked in the ways of the kings of Israel, and made also molten images for Balaam.
Meaning what? He walked in the ways of the northern kingdom. Now the northern kingdom were doing what? Worshippers of idols. Yep. You see? Go ahead.
It says, moreover, he burnt incense in the valley of the son of Hinnom.
Hinnom goes back to the Canaanites, man. So just like Israel was doing, they was learning the ways of the heathens, right? Go ahead.
It says, however, he burnt incense in the valley of the son of Hinnom, and burnt his children in the fire after the abominations of the heathen.
After the abominations of the heathen. So he was doing the things that the heathens were doing, right? Go ahead.
After the abominations of the heathen, whom the Lord Yahweh had cast out before the children of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
It says, he sacrificed also and burnt incense in the high places and on the hills and under every green tree. Wherefore the Lord Yahweh, his power, delivered him into the hand of the king of Syria, and they smote him and carried away a great multitude.
Right. So judgment came down upon him. Why? For doing the ways of the heathen. And it spoke specifically of the valley of Hinnom. So we're going to go into what this valley of Hinnom is. From there, jump over to 2 Chronicles 33 and 1, because we're giving you the history of the valley of Hinnom, and we're going to explain what it is. You know,
this is 2 Chronicles 33 and 1. Manasseh was 12 years old, and when he began to reign, and he reigned 55 years in Jerusalem, but did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord Yahweh, like unto the abominations of the heathen, whom the Lord Yahweh had cast out before the children of Israel. For he built again the high places which Hezekiah, his father, had broken down, and he reared up altars for Balaam, and made groves, and worshipped all the host of heaven, and served them.
Right? Idolatry. Right? Go ahead.
Also he built altars in the house of the Lord Yahweh, wherefore the Lord Yahweh had said, in Jerusalem shall my name be forever. And he built altars for all the host of heaven in the 2 courts of the house of the Lord Yahweh. And he caused his children to pass through the fire of the valley of the son of Hinnom. Also, he observed times and used enchantments and used witchcraft and dealt with a familiar spirit and with wizards. He wrought much evil in the sight of the Lord Yahweh to provoke him to anger.
Right. You know, and he did it where? In the valley of Hinnom. It says what? He put his children through the fire. He burned incense. He did all this the same as Ahaz. So now you see the continuity of this, man. So the valley of Hinnom has what? A vibration to it, man. This is where all the kings, this is where all the people went to do their wickedness. That's where they sacrificed their children. That's where they burn incense. You see what I'm saying?
Serve Balaam, you know, that's where they was doing, like the brother said, that's where they was doing all their wickedness, man. Rearing up wicked altars, all right, groves, okay, worshiping false idols, okay, sacrificing their children. Okay, that's that vibration. The Lord said it was abomination, man. All right, and in the book of Sirach, it says that the Lord hates abomination. So this shit that they was doing in that valley, in that particular area, was hated in the eyes of the Most High, and that's why He punished the kings for doing such.
Yep, and because this is Leviticus 18:21, which is written in our law, and thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy power. I am Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. So that was a commandment that we should not be doing those things, man. You know. But Jake being Jake, that's what they did. You see? You jump into that Jeremiah, bro?
This is Jeremiah 7:30. It says, "For the children of Judah have done evil in my sight, saith the Lord Yahweh. They have set their abominations in the house, which is called by my name, to pollute it. And they have built the high places of Topheth, which is in the valley of the son of Hinnom, to burn their sons and their daughters in the fire, which I commanded them not, neither came it into my heart."
Can you read that again?
It says, "And they have built the high places of Topheth, which is in the valley of the son of Hinnom."
So where's Topheth? It's in the valley of the son of Hinnom, right? So now when we go into that word Topheth, go ahead, you got it.
It says, Topheth, place of fire. A place in southeast end of the valley of the son of Hinnom, south of Jerusalem.
Yep. And the Hebrew word is Topheth. And it says a place of fire, like the brother said. And when you go to the origin of the same of it, it says Topheth, an act of spitting spit, a smiting that is contempt. You see? So they were smiting, they were killing their children by putting them through that fire, a place of burning, you know? Which was all wickedness in the eyes of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
It says, "Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that it shall no more be called Topheth, nor the valley of the son of Hinnom, but the valley of slaughter. For they shall bury in Topheth till there be no place."
So what happened, man? Recompense came upon them for doing those things, right? A place of burning. Recompense came upon them. So likewise, recompense is going to come upon this place of America. It's going to be a place of burning, which is known as what? The lake of fire. This is the modern day Topheth. Because what are people doing here in America, man? Can a brother get Jeremiah 10? What's that, verse 2?
This is Jeremiah chapter 10 and start at verse 2. It says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen."
And what do our people teach their children here in America, man? They brought up learning Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, Halloween. Guess what? That's you spiritually putting your children through the fire. That's you spiritually sacrificing them, man.
Yeah. Oh, it's for the kids. You know what I'm saying? That's what they use as an excuse. It's for the kids. Well, really, you're giving your kids up, man. The Lord is going to kill you and your kids for doing such, man. The scriptures say, "Train a child in the way that he shall go, and he will not leave from it." So if you training your child to be a wicked damn demon, he's going to grow up, all right, and continue them wicked paths. So the blood's going to be on your hands along with your damn children, man. Going back into what? Hosea 4:6, okay? It says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge," all right? And because they have rejected knowledge, the Lord is going to reject them and their children, man. Okay, because when you read in the book of Jeremiah, it talks about the whole family was going off, man. It talks about how the woman was kneading dough for the queen of heaven. All right, the men was gathering wood. The children was also participating, man. The same thing is happening here in modern day Babylon. All right, the same wicked idolatry. All right, spiritual adultery, spiritual fornication is continuing on. We're in the last 3 months of the year. All right, and this is the most wicked time ever. You got Halloween coming up. All right, our people worshiping the Day of the Dead, man. Okay, damn Thanksgiving. You're celebrating the slaughtering of the so-called Native American Indians, man. That's genocide. All right, Christmas, Christ massacre. Okay. That was you want me to read on this?
And all this goes back into ancient pagan festivals, man. You see? That's why Christmas, Easter, these different things falls on what? The winter solstice, the summer equinox. Why? Because it goes to the left-hand side of Esau, Edom, and his astrology, man, which all goes back to the ancient ways that these pagans, the ancient Babylonians, the ancient Egyptians, you know. So Esau draws his power from what? Those ancient kingdoms, man. You know, the ways of those ancient people. You see?
Hey, going into that Daniels, all right, when it talks about the statue, you know, the feet. All right, the feet that was with mixed with miry clay and iron, man. Let you know that what is at the feet, meaning that what is upholding the rest of those kingdoms that was before it, man.
Exactly.
It upholds the philosophies of the Greeks, because what they are the Greeks, of course, but also the Babylonians, man. You know, the Assyrians, the gods that they worship, the vibrations, the things that they were doing, all their abominations.
Yep.
That's why this place is spiritually what? Spiritually Nineveh. All right. Spiritually Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, Assyria, because what? All of those things, they were doing transgenderism over in Nineveh, man. You had the kings that was cross-dressing, man. You know, and that vibration is all throughout this society, man.
These wicked ass orgies and sex parties, man. They got that from the Babylonians, man. The sexual magic and all that bullshit. In Wisdom of Solomon, it speaks about the merciless murderers of children and the feast of blood. It goes back to what? Those ancient Canaanites and the things that they used to do. Esau, Edom opposed that today, man. So that's why this judgment is coming upon this place greatly, man. Which, hey, is to the modern day Topheth, which is what? The place of burning, the lake of fire. Lord willing, we're going to touch, you know, more on these scriptures, you know.
Finish it on this Jeremiah 10:2. It says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of the heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
Right. Hey, and then we see the videos, man, when the chariots show themselves, it be straight niggas. Oh, look at that!
We need to attack them. You know?
Call the police! Call the government! Aliens! Aliens! Yeah, man. Well, nigga, hey, you supposed to know your heritage, nigga. Those are the chariots of our salvation, man.
We even knew that as slaves, man. Swing low, sweet chariot and carry me home, man. We even knew that was our salvation as being slaves under the so-called white man physically, man. You know, which lets you know how far we've fallen.
Verse 3, it says, for the customs of the people are vain, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen, with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not.
Which that's going into, we all know, Christmas, man. Christ Mass, which is what? Death of the Anointed. They named the ancient pagan festival Death of the Anointed, man. Why? Because you celebrating these things, man, is what? It's keeping you away. It's withholding you from these things, like it says in Jeremiah, man. It's withholding you from good things. Esau, Edom, and the rest of these heathens know to continue to have you sinning keeps you away from your power, keeps you away from your heritage, keeps you away from your God. You see? That's all we need in that. Can we get Jeremiah 19?
That's the spirit.
So you started at 3?
Jeremiah 19 at 3, it says, and say, hear ye the word of the Lord Yahweh, O kings of Judah. And
because that 7th chapter says what? It shall no longer be called the place of Topheth, but it shall be called the valley of slaughter, man. And when you read Jeremiah, the 25th chapter, it says what? That the slain of the Lord shall be from one end of the earth to the other. Yeah. So it's going to be a great slaughter, a great sacrifice. Isaiah, the 34th chapter, man, it's filled with the blood of goats, you know. He got a sacrifice in Basra, which is what? America. You see? Go ahead.
It says, verse 3, and say, hear ye the word of the Lord Yahweh, O kings of Judah, and the inhabitants, and inhabitants of Jerusalem. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the power of Israel, behold, I will bring evil upon this place, the which whosoever heareth, his ears shall tingle.
Right? His ears shall tingle, meaning what? You gonna check when you hear something frightful as hell, his teeth start chattering and be scared, man. You know, because you hear the report of what's coming, man. You know, so that's what it means when it says your ears shall tingle, man. Go ahead.
Verse 4, because they have forsaken me and have estranged this place, and have burned incense in it unto other gods.
Right. So the same thing is going on here in America, because you have estranged this place, you have burnt incense. What is your incense today, man? Your prayers, when you pray to Jesus, when you pray to Buddha, when you pray to money. Here it is, the nigga polite, what, a couple years ago, the nigga put all his money on the bed and was praying to his money, man. Hey, that's incense to another God, man. The Lord don't take kindly to that, man. That's why great slaughter is coming to this place, man, specifically to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because you were given the law. You see, you was the ones that were supposed to be walking uprightly, man.
It says, and have burned incense in it unto other gods, whom neither they nor their fathers have known, nor the kings of Judah, and have filled this place with the blood of innocents. They have built also the high places of Baal, to burn their sons with fire for burnt offerings unto Baal, which I commanded not, nor spake it, neither came it into my mind. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that this place shall no more be called Topheth, nor the valley of the son of Hinnom, but the valley of slaughter. And I will make void the counsel of Judah and Jerusalem in this place, and I will cause them to fall by the sword before their enemies, and by the hands of them that seek their lives, and their carcasses will I give to be meat for the fowls of the heaven, and for the beasts of the earth.
Right, so that's what's going to come upon this place for the wickedness that people was doing within this place, man. Right? This is Wisdom of Solomon 11. I get straight to the point. Verse 16. It says that they might know. I'll start at 15. It says, but the foolish devices of their wickedness, wherewith being deceived, they worship serpents void of reason and vile beasts. Thou didst send a multitude of unreasonable beasts upon them for vengeance, that they might know that wherewithal a man sinneth, by the same also shall he be punished. So in the ancient world, 2/3 of our people were doing what? Sacrificing their children, putting them through the fire to Molech. So guess what's going to be your punishment? You going to be put through the fire. Can we get second? What's that? Zechariah 13:8. You know, 2 parts shall die and be cut off, man. Meaning what? How are you going to die? The numerous ways through Jacob's trouble, the 4 sword judgments, ultimately those nuclear missiles, the lake of fire. Matter of fact, I'm keep quoting and I got to get it. You hold something?
Yeah. This is Amos chapter 9 and verse 10. It says, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. And so like the brothers going into, all the sinners of the Lord's people, they're going to get put to death in various different ways, man. But the ultimate sword, the ultimate instrument of destruction is going to be what? That fire and brimstone via intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. The Lord is going to make this place a lake of fire. And I got that real fast. This is Revelations 20 and 14. And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. But I thought the lake of fire was hell. So how is hell being cast into the lake of fire? All right. When it says death and hell cast into the lake of fire, it's talking about this society going down, getting burnt up with fire and brimstone, man. The lake, we're in the lake of fire right now, and it's about to get set on fire when the missiles get shot off, man. Like the brother was going into, this is the valley of Topheth, man. This is going to be the place of great slaughter. He mentioned it in Isaiah, all right, Isaiah 34. Okay, how there's going to be, which I'm holding that too. How there's going to be a great sacrifice in Basra. In Isaiah 63, it says, who is this that coming from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? That's talking about how Yahweh Shai is going to come visit this place and destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Even the chariots is going to get loose. Isaiah 66 and 15. The slain of the Lord shall be many. The slain of the Lord, the slaughter is going to be high, man. All right, my people was led as a flock to the slaughter, the martial law troops, man. All right, it's set up. Everything is set up, and the chessboard is set up, and the Lord is about to checkmate this place, man. That was it on those 2 scriptures. Yeah.
This is Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 22. It says, my right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. So it's like the Lord ain't gonna stop on this place, man. The Lord is not gonna hold back when he sends forth his wrath, man.
Yeah, because hey, when you read about King David when he went off, all right, he had 3 options, you know, and basically the Lord sent the angel to jack up Israel, and the Lord had to stop the angel, man. All right, but in this time, hey, the Lord ain't gonna stop until this place is desolate. So all the sinners, it said all the sinners thereof get fucked up, get destroyed, man. All right. This place has to be completely wiped out. It says that in Revelations the 7th chapter. It says that the winds will be released. The winds is what? The destruction. All right. The destruction will be released once all the servants is sealed. Once the elect is sealed, okay, the Lord is going to bring a destruction in which you cannot escape, man. Okay.
It says the fire is gone forth from his wrath and hath consumed the foundations of the earth, and the sinners like the straw that is kindled.
Yeah, I'll back you up. It says like the straw that is kindled. Yeah. It's Isaiah 30 and 33. It says for Topheth, right, which we've been talking about, is ordained of old. Yea, for the king it is prepared. He hath made it deep and large. The pile thereof is fire and much wood. I wonder who's the wood, man. It says the breath of Yahweh like a stream of brimstone doth kindle it, man. And that's what's going to come to this place, man. You see? Man.
I'm going to just jump down real quick, if I may. Verse 27. It says, for now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. For the Most High shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him. So that's right. The Lord, hey, when the Lord brings it in, man, he's not going to be delivering these people, man. He's only going to be delivering the elect of the nation of Israel, man. But everybody else is going to remain in these plagues, man. The scriptures talk about how men shall seek death and not find it, you know? And the same thing is going to replay itself, because that was happening during the world wars, you know? But, hey, it's going to happen again, man. The Lord is going to make sure that you receive your judgment.
This is Isaiah 13:7. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. So the Lord ain't gonna tell the angels, "Oh, hold up, stop." No, he's gonna let them have their way, man. Till this place is completely desolate, man. Till this place is completely done away with. It says, "Behold, the day Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it." Yeah, destroy the sinners there out of it. All the Lord's people, all right, all of you Israelites, all of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that's not serving him, that's not seeking him, shall surely be put to death. Ezekiel 9:4. It says what? It says, go through the midst of Jerusalem, set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And he said to the others that don't have that mark, that's not exempt from the judgment that's to come, all right, have no pity and don't spare. So you're not going to be spared when the Lord lets his wrath out, man. When the Lord begins to plead with this world with fire and brimstone, with his chariots like a whirlwind, you know. But that was it on that.
So this is Jeremiah 19:12. Now it's talking about Judah, but we're going to liken it to today, this place here. This is Jeremiah 19:12. Thus will I do unto this place, saith Yahweh, and to the inhabitants thereof, and even make this city as Topheth, man. And what city is that? The great city, the whore. You see? So America is going to be wiped out, man, by nuclear fire. The modern day Topheth, a place of burning, man. This is Isaiah, or you say you hold it. You can jump to Isaiah 34.
Okay. This is Isaiah chapter 34 and I start at verse 4. It says, I start at verse 1. Isaiah 34:1, it says, "Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, my people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all the things that come forth of it. For the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them, and have delivered them to the slaughter." Which is what? Going back to that Topheth. All right, this is the valley of slaughter right here, man. Yep. All right, it says, and even in the Middle East, that's going to be Topheth too, man. Yahweh Shaphat, the Lord's judgment. It says there was a great multitude. All right. Then when Yahweh Shai ran through their ass, all there was dust and the smell of smoke. That's 2 Ezra the 13th chapter. It says, their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood, and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree.
Yep. Nuclear destruction, John seen in the Revelation 6th chapter, right? Go ahead.
It says, "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea,
America,
and upon the people of my curse to judgment."
Esau, Edom. See?
The sword of the Lord Yahweh is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness. It is like it is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord Yahweh hath a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
So just all you niggas, man, who's joining Esau, you're not going to be unpunished. You're going to die the death of the uncircumcised. All you niggas that put your children through the fire, you're going to die this death, man. Esau, Edom, all the wickedness that you've done into the children of Israel, man. You see, all this is coming upon your heads, man. Go ahead.
It says, verse 7, and the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of Yahweh's vengeance, and the year of recompense for the controversy of Zion. And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch.
Just like Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Right? Go ahead.
And the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch.
The place of fire, baby. Keep going.
It shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever. From generation to generation, it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever.
Exactly. That's why Revelation 18:18 says, and they cried with it says, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? And we read Jeremiah, the Lord said, I will make this city as Topheth, which is talking about this great city, this whore, America. This is Revelation 14:11. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. So this place is going to be burning for a long time, man. You're going to be able to see the smoke for a long time. You see? That's what it means when it says forever and ever. It's a certain time. They just going to be burning for the rest of eternity. Nah. It's a certain time that you're going to be able to see the smoke of this place going up, man. You know?
This is Malachi 4:1. It says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and as the proud, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. Yeah, all the proud and all that do wickedly, all that's not serving Yahweh in spirit and in truth, you're going to get burnt up. All right. It says shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing. And so this shows you right here that the Lord isn't coming for everybody. He's coming for the one, Yahweh is coming for the ones that fear his name. Who is that talking about? The elect. Sirach 17:10, it says, the elect shall praise my holy name. Okay? So as for everybody else that's not serving Yahweh in truth and sincerity, they're going to get burnt up. They're going to be turned into stubble, into dust. It says, with healing in his wing, but unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as the calves of the stall. That's pretty much it. I'll read on. It says, and ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet in the day that I shall do this, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts.
That's right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, quick one. This is Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 21. The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty of the Most High. Going back to the point that the brother was making. All right, the Lord is only coming for the remnant, for the elect of the nation of Israel. But it says what? Verse 23. For the Lord Yahweh, power of hosts, shall make a consumption, even determined in the midst of all the land. Oh, Salaki, I skipped a verse. Verse 22, it says, for though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. The consumption decreed shall overflow with righteousness. When you look up that word consumption, it says, let me see, a destruction. Consumption, it says completion, destruction, consumption, annihilation. All right, and that word annihilation means to reduce to non-existence, man. And that's all going to come through what? Via the nuclear ICBM missiles, man. The hellfire, man. So it says that what is going to overflow with righteousness, man. The Lord is going to sweep this place flat, man.
And it's a completion, a complete number of the elect being sealed, you know. This is Jude verse 7. It says, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh. That's exactly what America has done. It's exactly what the ancient Judite kings that we read about, the ancient Israelite kings that we read about, man. You know, all this recompense is coming in these last times. It says, and going after strange flesh, right? It says, are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. You know, so that's what's going to take place. Here in America, man, the modern day Topheth, the place of burning, the lake of fire. You know,
I said it's when the scripture says it's going to reach up to the horse's bridle, man. That's how much blood is going to be spilled into this place, man. Now horses are tall, man, so it's like it's going to fill this place with death, you know.
Hey, so with that, Lord willing, we hope this lesson was edifying. We give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachakodash.
Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, salutations to all you brothers who preaching the gospel in truth and in sincerity, always in charity. Shalom.
Shalom.